I tend to get these comments from Black men in particular. When I put together the videos showing you guys the statistics, giving you the references, explaining the context behind it, I'll get nothing but comments of people saying, man, Media Man, you should go on there and debate Steven Crowder. You should debate him. And every time you guys ask that, I always comment, why? And the common response to so we could talk about the facts and statistics. Brother, I don't think you guys understand what a debate is. And if you don't, I'm going to educate you, okay? Let me show you what a debate is. A debate is an exchange of ideas built around interpretation, implication, or policy, not raw facts. Debates usually revolve around how to understand or apply facts, not whether they exist. Now, in regards to the panel shows and on debates, what tends to happen when you talk about statistics or you talk about the facts of a certain situation? People tend to debate what has already been written. They debate the statistics. That's not a debate. You cannot debate statistics. You cannot debate facts unless you have a rebuttal, a reference that is saying, no, this is contradictory to what you're presenting. I have new information stating that 70% of Black men are fathers. Okay? What do you see in the white community when we talk about Black men and how many Black men are in the household? They don't accept it. What the hell do you think Steven Crowder is going to do if I'm pointing at the statistics and I'm telling him this is what it is? No, I don't believe that. Why the hell do I want him to waste time for doing that for? It makes no sense, okay? Because if typically in a debate, you both come to the debate with, you already have the title of what you're going to be discussing. For example, and I'm gonna teach you what is a debate and what is not debate. Of course, I always got to add context to this. This is my quote. The fact is that 36% of Black men are married. That is a fact. The debate is why the rate is 36%. Is it due to economics, social attitudes, or dating dynamics? When you have a debate, you debate the why. The fact is Black men are married at a 36% clip. That's done. On panel shows and on debates on YouTube, if I say Black men are married at a 36% clip, I think that's wrong. I think that's false. Why do you think it's false? Because everybody that I know where I live, nobody is married. Or if I say 54% of Black men don't have children, it's going to be women on there saying what? That's a lie. That's a lie. The studies show that 80% of Black men have children. That's not a debate, man. So you see where I'm going with this? And I told you guys, I don't have the bandwidth in the back and forth to go, to be that quick-witted, to be going back and forth with people. I can't do it. Okay? I can't. It is something that one of my supervisors when I was in the military told me. He was like, man, you would have been a great lawyer. And the reason why he said I would have been a great lawyer is because lawyers have time to research. They have time to research, get all their facts together, and then present it to the courts, to the judge. I'm good at that. In regards to back and forth and snapping and calling people names and doing this, bro, that's not my character. Everybody know, people who know me, close to me, that's not me. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to, I hate to use this example because I'm a changed man, but when it comes to like fighting, I'm not the dude that's gonna sit there and talk back and forth. What you go do? What you want to do? What you want to do? I've always been the dude. You already made the decision that you think you can kick my ass. So I'm gonna make sure we speed up this process and see if you're right or not. That's me. I'm not the, F you. Yeah. Nah, that's not me. Okay. God forgive me. Okay. So that's a valid debate. You're discussing causation, meaning, and solutions based on a shared factual baseline. The baseline is black men are married at a 36% clip. You guys understand? All right. Now, let's go here. What is not a debate? If someone responds to your source statistic with, I don't believe that, I think that it's more like 25%. That's not debating. That's rejecting evidence or substituting feelings for data. Facts and statistics, especially from credible sources, Pew, Census, CDC, NCHS, are empirical truths until updated or disproven by equal or better data. You understand now? So that's what tends to happen. That's why I went to the women's spaces to see what they were talking about in regards to black men. And basically what I heard was all the things and videos and the infographics that I put out on my page to debunk. Now, until somebody or they release new data and somebody says, hey, nah, media man, you know, it said 36%, but as of now, 2024, it's only 25% of black men married. And here's the source. It's from the CDC. It's from Pew Research. At that point, I have to concede new information and I have to acknowledge that publicly. Okay? You are absolutely right. Does that ever happen on a panel show? Have you ever heard somebody say, no, that's not true because the statistics right here say that this is what it is? Have you ever seen a woman be like, well, oh, you know what? You're right. I see the statistics now. Yeah, now I think something different. I'm going to share this on my platform so I can show all the women who thought black men were less than that this is not true. Has that ever happened? No. And even men don't do that. And it's sad that we can't, you know, have a discussion. Somebody brings in information and you acknowledge it and be like, oh man, I'm glad you taught me that. I'm glad you know, I was thinking something different, but now since you showed me this, I accept it now. Thank you, brother. That doesn't happen. And like I said, I don't have time to be going back and forth with grown ass people who probably don't even respect me in the first place and trying to, I guess, convince them that this is the truth. So I just wanted to explain and educate on what a debate actually is. It's not what you typically see on social media when people going back and forth, calling each other's names, ready to rumble and shit like that. That's not it. And like I said, I would be embarrassed of myself if I went on somebody's platform and I embarrassed their platform by talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? I would be embarrassed of myself, my family, my wife. You know what I'm saying? That's not me. Okay? So I get, you know, you guys are like, man, they need to hear this. Trust me. They have the information. Okay? Because they probably looked at the same sources that I looked at, but they decided to put out false information, and they know why they put out false information, to rile up their fan base and make it seem like black men aren't taking care of their kids and so on and so forth. That's all it is. Okay? So I'm not trying to chastise you grown folks in the chat or in the comment section. I'm just explaining when you say that, I don't understand why. Because you're telling me to debate statistics that you have access to, that I've given you all the links, showed it to you. So that's why, and like I said, it's not in my character to do that. That's why you never see me talk mess about people who talk mess about me. They know me, I don't know them. You know what tends to happen, and Pool Man can attest to this. Pool Man understand. Most people, you guys watch more content than I watch. 99.9% of the creators that are in these black male and female centric spaces, I don't know. But you know what happens? I'll get emails and somebody say, hey man, you need to watch out for this guy. Hey, this woman made a video about you trying to say that you were lying. I don't watch their video. All I do is go to their page and block them. And before that, I'll open up their live and I'll see if I see anybody in there talking mess, and I'll go ahead and block them too. That's it. I can't do it, man. I'm too grown for that shit. All right. So yeah, like I said, the people that got issues with me in anybody's chat is the fact that they said something disrespectful, and I definitely don't tolerate that from black men at all, because I hold black men to a higher standard. So if I see a black male content creator and you say something disrespectful, if you disagree with something and it's followed by ad hominem, guess what? You got to go. It's that simple. If you are, you know, trying to rebut or respond to one of my videos and I see you talking mess, guess what? You got to go. Okay? I don't have time for that. Unless the problem is in my face, within my, you know what I'm saying, you know, 3 feet distance away. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't have problems like that, bro. I just do my thing. People find it. If they rock with it, cool. If not, it is what it is. So yeah, so I just wanted to explain that, man. And I get what you're saying. You like the content. You like what I'm putting out there. And you need to go on platforms. So like, bro, I just don't. It's not in my character to do that. Okay. And yeah, and there will be a time where, you know, I go on somebody's platform, we'll discuss, have some people on. I've done it before. But yeah, man, if it's a content creator that you guys have shown me and you say, hey man, you need to watch this video, this dude is crazy, and I watch it and I vehemently disagree, and they're saying something crazy about the black community, man. I mean, I know we got our issues, but god dang, you know, if that's your whole, you know, stick of just talking mess without looking at statistics, bro, we ain't got nothing to talk about. You can't convince me otherwise. We done. Okay? So yeah, even though we have our issues with black women, I have my issues with black men, I'm still a part of the black community, man. I love black people. Y'all know that. That's why you're medium man. You need to come over to the dark side. Brother, where else I'm gonna go? I love the black community. Man, I wouldn't, man, I'd be mad if I was born something different. I'll be trying to assimilate with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I love us, man. I just want us to do better, and I want these conversations to be rooted in good faith, in facts and statistics, of course. So yeah, man, that's all it is. But again, I appreciate the support. I appreciate, you know, everything that you guys do with, you know, watching the videos. But I just wanted to explain that. You know, just think about it. Next time you watch a panel show, if somebody, you know, brings up a statistic and a fact, see if anybody on the panel acknowledges it and say, you know what, this is new information. Thank you, brother. Thank you, sister. I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, and I'm gonna let everybody else know, because I was under the impression that all black men were deadbeats. Well, whoop-de-doo. I seen that on TikTok. Don't laugh at me, I'm old, but I seen it. It was funny. Y'all want to rumble? What? Whoop-de-doo. All right.